Well, there
Yeah,
we go. No worries.
it's should be streaming. Yeah, so we're gonna check this out. Welcome
And
back
of
to
course,
another
you could.
episode. Say what?
I always do recommend if you do want to like stream the stuff, and it, of course will still be uploaded to YouTube. Do like a you obviously have to use OBS to be able to do this, but you stream to live shorts. That's what I use. You get so many views and whatnot. And it's not even about the views, right? Because this is about people that are actually interested in the topic. But it
Right.
definitely helps with the reach.
Let me see something.
Yep, I saw you go live right now on your YouTube. You are live.
Okay. Yeah, it is. It's fucking crazy.
I only see the voices though. There's no visual.
Ah, yeah, you're right. It's only audio. Interesting. Okay. Well, either way, here we go. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Match, Let's Talk About It, the podcast brought to you by Stewart's Passion. Where this is the first episode we're doing that is live on YouTube, so I will be adding that URL there. We are back with our Stewart's Passion affiliate, Saffraw420. What's up, bro?
Absolutely. How's it going, my man? We're having a fucking banger of a day and we're having a good time. We're smoking on some bud and we're just enjoying our day.
Absolutely. Shout out to Boston's Buds and Slapwoods. I have that Boston's Buds rolled up in the Slapwood here. Honeyberry being the flavor. My top three flavors are Bloodshot, Honeyberry, and Russian Cream. So I am going to be lighting up here in a second, my man. It has been a minute since we spoke.
Absolutely, man. I've been working on a lot of shit. I'm currently at 4,000 subscribers and we're just growing our shit.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I know you had to take a quick little like kind of hiatus there for a week or two, but you've been back into action.
Well,
It
yeah,
wasn't
I
really too much to like
got a,
miss.
what I presume was going on is because I was showing the information on the back of the edible packages and of course it had I think the website of the goddamn company, which I wasn't meaning to shout out or like direct people to the company, whatnot. So that's probably what got me a strike and got that shit taken down. I'm perfectly fine now. I do a lot of streaming because I do a lot of my game streams on lives and shit because what I'm trying to do is trying to make my channel more of a variety,
Okay.
platform, right? Because like I do like the majority of my content is cannabis, right? But I'm not trying to like make a whole separate channel for like, me doing gaming and shit. I want to just host all my main content on my main channel and not have to separate the two, right? I do have a gaming channel that I just created where I'm going to be uploading independent uploads from my like lives, you know what I'm saying? So like I'll clip down the clips from my lives doing like bad game nights because I do a lot of bad game nights because they're fun as fuck and I was addicted to Moist Critical's bad game nights when he was doing that shit. But he hasn't gone live in over like a fucking month, so we're just
The
vibing with
truth,
what we're doing.
the truth is scary. Potheads do more than just smoke, believe it or not. Play video games. Some go to the hunting
100%.
range. Some people four wheel. Some people podcast. Yeah, I think it's really cool that you're bringing variety to your channel. It shows that like I
Well,
said, we do
the
more than
biggest
just smoke.
the biggest thing, right, is like for example, think about it. The biggest cannabis content creator is Dopaziola now. It used to be Custom Grow 420, but Dopaziola now has 100,000 more subscribers than him. Um, but Dopaziola, he's at 1.83 million subscribers, and that is the highest subscribed cannabis content channel. And he is just exclusively cannabis, right? Uh, when you limit yourself to a single niche, you really limit your view, your reach, and the stuff that you do. Because there's a reason why the max sub count for potheads at this point is 1 million, right? Uh, so that's why I'm trying not only to, because it's fun for me to do the lives. I'm enjoying it. It's not even about the subscribers or the view count, getting more fucking viewers. I'm enjoying that people are tapping in, checking out my channel. And what is it? I posted a short that has over 4 million views right now, which I didn't think was gonna fucking pop off. I
That's
didn't think it was gonna
insane.
fucking blow up. That's why I'm at 4,000 subs, and I've been getting a lot of subs through just that short, which it's kind of a bittersweet feeling because I enjoy the content that I make and I enjoy the people that actually tap into my channel, but I know that the majority of the people that are subscribing from just seeing that short are just seeing that short and they're like, yo, this is fucking funny, subscribe. You know what I mean? So it is bittersweet because I enjoy the people that have been actually subscribing because of the content that I do, and I'm not trying to be known as some dude that just makes memes on fucking shorts, right? Because that's literally the only thing. So I found out, like, I have a few of them posted. The unhinged, like, really funny, like, shit that goes on, like, with, like, South Park or, like, Family Guy, shit like that. Those little clips pop off, right? I posted this short about, like, it was a deleted scene on Family Guy where Stewie snipes Joe. He fucking is trying to drown him. He has floaties in his arm. Like, you can check it out for yourself. It's just a little funny tidbit. And it's just fucking blown up more than I could really imagine.
That's cool. Hell yeah. I know this year's short form content has definitely taken off. It's been taking off more and more each year. But even when you watch some of or I say even when I watch some of the like YouTube tutorial things that they email us for being YouTube creators, and they talk about they've really been pushing like this whole like short form content classes, forums. Those are the emails that I've been seeing anyways that I've been
Right.
getting a lot of. So it seems to be a wave of that. But I get what you mean. You don't want to sit there and trade in your hard work to become a meme. Which I'm not saying. I don't think
Yeah,
that. I
like,
don't
I don't
really
want
think that
that
would
to
like
be the.
happen on your. I don't think that could really happen though, because you have enough long form content already out, and then on top of
Yeah.
that, I think you're just keeping up with the times.
Yeah, so for example, is the biggest thing is shorts. They've only been out on YouTube for about 8 months now. It's a very brand new thing. And the reason why a lot of people are popping off, especially the shorts lives. Like shorts, let me rephrase. Shorts lives have been around for about like 8 months. The shorts have been around for maybe 2 years or so, but they are now just finally popping off. Um, and it really is like, in order to like really grow, and it's not even my like goal just to get a bunch of subscribers and viewers and whatnot. I enjoy the people that are actually enjoying the content, whatnot. But it's definitely nice seeing the numbers pop up and being like, holy shit, that's crazy.
I feel that.
But what is it? The shorts really are the biggest thing to help a channel pop off. And really, it seems like you have to go for the really wacky and unhinged kind of funny shit to even have a chance at something popping off in the shorts feed, right? I even had a few lives go off where I was live once. My webcam wasn't working because what is it? I can't remember. I think it was the program I was using just wasn't working. And so I just was doing some funny videos. Like I had some fail army going on while I had a shorts live feed. And I was just chilling and we were just I was just smoking while we were watching some funny videos. I would fucking comment or have some commentary with it, right? So it wasn't just the videos playing. But I got like over 70,000 or 77,000 views in that live stream. Like there was tons of people popping in. It was crazy. And I've done a few of those since and just not like pop off, right? So with YouTube Shorts algorithm, it's I personally don't get exactly what pops off, but the funny memes that I have been doing, the stoner memes, shit like that, they've been getting some views. They've been getting some views, absolutely.
I say we bask in the fact that you're able to do this, and you haven't been getting any kind of red tapes or like discouraging letters. It seems like YouTube's kind of just allowing you to free flow with that one. That's good. I mean,
Absolutely. And of course it's not like what is it? Like I'm promoting a brand or whatnot. I'm just
Right.
doing like stoner memes, right? So it should be fine, right? Because there's so many little clips of, like, for example, American Dad, Family Guys, The Simpsons, with those little stoner episodes they've done for, legalized cannabis, etc. And
Yeah.
just all different types of funny shit that they can't really regulate, right?
Mm.
Because it's just a cartoon, for example. Um, and I think that's the biggest discerning thing is it's a cartoon. It's published by a cartoon. You can see videos of cartoons smoking, doing all different types of shit. Like, you have fucking scenes in Boondocks on YouTube of the fucking meth labs that were being fucking built and shit like that. Like, all the different types of shit, man. So it really is a discern. It's obviously, like, if you had somebody actually with a meth lab on YouTube, like, showing you how to do that, obviously that would be taken down, obviously.
Yeah.
But
But they'll show the trailers for Breaking Bad all the time.
yeah, they do. But what is it? You have the cartoon, like, some of it does get crazy. Like, there's that one fucking song that's popped off. I don't know if you've heard the fucking one where they sing about making crystal. Like, it's some stupid fucking song. It was popping off on Shorts, YouTube. It's the whole song is how to make meth, and it's all the
That's insane.
ingredients, and it's like, what the fuck? How can
Is
you
it
do
like a
that?
guy in a computer chair rapping it?
No, it's some guy. He has a brown suit and he's dancing. There's literal kids in the set too. So, like,
Oh
there's
shit.
kids
Oh
singing
shit.
how to make meth. It's
That's
like
insane.
some
2024, the
unhinged.
whole generation is cooked.
Yep, it's supposed to be this unhinged, funny little, like, meme or song that this comedian. I don't know. I have no clue what the background of the film is, but it's nutty.
I seen a video today and it was a short. And it was it was a daughter letting her mother listen to a song and it sounded like it was gonna be a princess song, but it was basically she would say something funny like time to put my dress on, another line of coke. And it was like it just kept packing on how many lines of cocaine this little kid was doing. And it was like, what the fuck is this, man?
That's
There is
so
some weird,
It is
wild
so
ass, evil shit.
Absolutely. So, like, for example, there was that whole time and period where YouTube didn't do anything about the YouTubers that were killing animals on lives and, like, doing videos, posting videos of, like, harming animals and shit. That was, like, a popular thing in YouTube for, like, fucking a solid 3 years, and people talked about it. Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, huge content creators talked about this shit, saying that YouTube needs to put a stop to it, and they didn't for years. It's now not a thing, but for years it wasn't like they promoted it, but they
Right.
literally didn't do
They just
shit
weren't doing
to
nothing
stop the
about it.
problem, right?
That's crazy.
But the underlying, like, thing that we were talking about, we're 13 minutes into the live and or podcast. The underlying thing is the shorts are the biggest thing this year. If you guys want to pop off on a YouTube channel, think about, like, making some funny, shorts with, some gaming footage or, like, something like that. That is the way. Like, especially nowadays, like, you aren't going to pop off unless you do shorts. You can grow an audience without posting a single fucking short, but you'll gain more eyes on your channel, more viewers doing the shorts. Really, really is.
Yeah. I have to mess with it. I mean, I'm not really gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, we're doing like a live now, and I might do this every episode, and therefore have a little bit more promoting that I need to do on that end. That's how I look at that. But the podcast is always gonna be pretty much. It won't always be 100% audio, but it's mainly a Spotify kind of thing.
I mean, here's a huge example too, because I've been seeing it a lot. Bands. Bands have been thriving because of the YouTube shorts. Because what do? They do some stupid meme, like the most recent one was like this GTA meme of, like, this plane saving another plane, and the band themselves posted the meme, and it had their music going in the background, and it's one of those memes where it has that like music to fucking make the visual, the like video
It goes hand in
more
hand.
impactful, right? So that has been a promotional tool that bands specifically have been using on YouTube Shorts, and it's been very, very beneficial. Suko, for example, I don't know if you've ever heard of Suko. Suko does the little videos where he, I can't even remember. He goes around fucking taking stuff or like stealing cars, and he just has his song going. It's not like it's all scripted, right? I would
But
look
in
into
essence,
this.
they're taking the memes and then they're throwing their music in the background, right?
Absolutely. It's just a marketing tool that the bands are using. And it's actually become super beneficial to those
I have to
bands.
tell my homeboy about that, Tristan. I have to tell there's a band here in Kentucky, Free Warren, that's taken off now. They've been going pretty hard on
Oh,
promoting.
yeah.
I actually got them coming on the show. I have to tell him about that. I'm gonna have to play that snippet and show it to him.
Like I'll send you a few of them, like from the few bands that do that, but like it's stuff that actually makes your channel pop off. Not only posting that to TikTok, because TikTok is huge with that. I don't use TikTok. I just don't find the joy in using TikTok. But what is it? It is super beneficial to start posting your little promotion, making promotional videos kind of like that, doing little memes with your music and shit like that. Man, it helps.
Facts, no, for sure, for sure. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm in the same boat as you, man. So all the content you see for Let's Match, Let's Talk About in Stewart's Passion, I'm making myself. I have
Right.
to I have to kind of balance it all with being able to not just make the content, upload the content, but keep the content current with what I'm doing in order for it all to flow together. Especially like I put out 3 blogs yesterday. Yeah, I put out 3 blogs yesterday. Shout out to Stuff. And I also put another blog out in reference to Slapwoods, another sponsor.
Right.
I'm working on the I said podcast blogs, yeah, and I'm working on the blog for Boston's Buzz, waiting on J Boss to get back to me, so we can get that all together. But I'm saying all that to say, like, throwing shorts in for, and I don't really do that much filming or anything like that yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I'm glad to see it's paying off for you. I'm glad to see that it is working for
I mean,
those
man,
that are
I'm
really invested in that type of content and like the visual content. I'm more of an
I've
audio
gotten
content at
over
this time.
what
I'm
is it?
sure that once I go and do and get the house and we have the video set up and I have a better camera quality, that I will be probably even reaching out to you, bro, and we'll be doing another podcast on just teaching my behind ass on how to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, I brought this up already
100%.
in the go ahead.
No, like 100%, man. I'm always down to fucking help, like because I've been just getting into the shorts and specifically shorts lives. That's what I do is mainly the shorts lives because instead of regular lives, you get more viewers and more like because if you go into the live section of YouTube and you go and try to see the recommended lives, it's not as the same as a shorts live feed. So if you go into the shorts live feed, as soon as you swipe down, you go into automatically a brand new live. And then swipe down, you go into a new live. It's a whole feed just filled with the shorts lives. And it's something that the actual shorts on YouTube doesn't. That's why it pops off because people will just
Okay.
randomly swipe through and be like, oh shit, okay, never mind, fuck off. You know what I mean? Or they'll go off of shorts, right? Because shorts or live feeds will randomly pop up in the shorts feed. So, for example, people watching my short that's blown up 4 million views, they'll come on literally directly off of that short and into my live right under it. And it's not always the case, but it's a most of the time.
That's dope
Uh,
though. That's dope. That goes
it
hand in
is.
hand. Hell yeah.
Anyway, just want to
I was
say,
doing go ahead.
my sister is wanting me to leave here in just 10, 15 minutes, so we might need to make this a two-parter. But go on with what you were saying.
I was gonna say I've been doing old fashioned footwork lately, man. I've been going store to store, telling them about Slapwoods. I got
Oh yeah.
two stores right here on my street. One just opened last week, and I'm like, y'all gotta get Slapwoods in here. They're like, what is
Yeah,
Slapwoods?
being a like full-on ambassador like really helps because I'm ambassador for so many different brands, but it's not like I'm going out there, trying to be like,
Slapwoods
hey,
ain't
yo,
even
you
asking
need
me to
to
do this. This is something I just want to do.
exactly
I
right.
just want to see Slapwoods everywhere.
Well, it actually helps you in the brands I see. For example, that's a lot of stuff that I've done with Boston Buds. I've done so much promoting for Boston Buds, and I've helped the brand because I really love the brand. And of course, I love Stort's Passion. But the THCA brand with Boston Buds, not only cementing that good relationship, but I get more benefit through that brand, getting more like fucking pot to
Flower and
review or
shit.
some shit like that.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Yeah,
Some
I threw them
awesome
a little
shit.
extra. I threw them a little extra when they I threw them a little something extra last time. They sent me a nice little bag, and
Absolutely.
yeah, no, I fucks with them heavy. We even thinking about going out there and maybe even doing some harvesting with them and shit. We've been talking about that and
Absolutely.
just stepping into that kind of limelight. Yeah, Boston's Buzz is for real. Like I can't not be doing what I have been doing if it wasn't for Boston's Bud because they made it real. It was a smooth little operation for real. Shout out to Boston's Bud. Shout out to J Boss. Shout out to the whole team. Like I said in the last
Absolutely.
podcast, one of their teammates' house is caught on fire, and
Oh
it
shit.
seems like everybody made it out of that safely and unharmed, which is good, great. That's
100%,
always
man.
yeah.
Anyway, let's get
Yeah.
into Ash. So the main
Yes.
subject of the podcast, we're going to be talking about Ash Color Ash and your blunts, J's, and whatnot. So
Yeah.
let's bring us up into this.
So I know y'all have heard now that the whiter the ash, the cleaner the smoke. And so it comes down to the flush, it comes down to the cure and things like that. In my experience with going to dispensaries, pre rolls are not where you're going to find necessarily white ash. However, when I went to Michigan last time and I went to shout out Green Care, uh, I got my first hash hole that was white ash all the way down. So it's hit and miss, right? What about you and your experience, right? Do you believe that the same? Is the high, like, what do you feel when you encounter white ash, or do you have like a go
So
to?
the biggest thing most people are talking about or thinking about with white ash, the only reason people give a shit or care is because white ash is supposed to be healthier and it's going to be cleaner on your lungs, etc. That's the biggest thing, buzzword, etc., that people really care about. So biggest thing I talk about, I even have a whole video that breaks down a little bit of the education on this, the weed versus dab video that I break down. But the whole thing with ash is most people are thinking it's like some pure white ass ghost, Casper ash. No, you're not gonna see that ever. It's a very white grayish ash. It's like, for example, when you smoke flower or like you have a really resonated ash, like so there's a difference between resonated ash and actual dark ash, because when you're smoking a J and it starts getting really low or down and it starts dripping the ash and your ash starts getting darker. That's what happens because it's a little bit mixed with the resin, right? But when you get like pure dark gray ash, it's just as soon as you get a little bit of a ash stack is kind of what you call it. It's just pure black dark. You can tell because it's like cigarette ash. When you wipe cigarette ash on something, it turns like this black grayish color when you smudge it on something. That's the kind of shit that you don't want to see in your flower. You want to see really clean, grayish white color. But when it really comes down to like cleanliness, if you're like somebody that's listening to this podcast and you are purely like, yo, I want the cleanest shit, I want the healthiest shit on my lungs, I don't want lung cancer or attribute to that lung cancer, etc., just smoke that. Just smoke fucking extract. Because when you smoke cannabis, you, for example, especially on a consistent basis, you attribute 4 times more tar buildup in your lungs than traditional smoking of cigarettes, because there's a big difference in how we smoke cigarettes and joints or pot. Like with a cigarette, there's a lot of slow draws. It's but with a J, fucking people are going or and there's a lot of difference between how you smoke flower and tobacco is biggest difference, right? So when you do smoke flower, you are contributing to 4 times more tar buildup in your lungs, but that's only for people that are on a consistent basis with flower. I smoke mainly dab, not because I give a shit about the cleanliness of my lungs. It's not the biggest draw for me. It's a benefit, 100%. But it's because I like the higher end stuff. I like the higher end shit. It smacks me better than flower. And that's why I like extract. But with extract, it is cleaner. It is the pure form of dab or THC or flower or whatnot. And there's no flower material or there's no plant material. So you're not causing a tar buildup. And the biggest thing you guys want to look for is 100% total cannabinoids. You do not need like 100% THC. You can get dabs in 15 to 20% THC if you guys really want to switch over to something that's cleaner and you guys still don't want to mess your like tolerance up. You guys want to still smoke the similar stuff that you guys are already smoking. But when it comes down to like super clean shit, you want to get to at least 90 to 100% total cannabinoids because there's 7 systems in our body. And the last one you really learn about is called the endocannabinoid system. There's CB1, CB2 receptors in your body that regulate all different types of cannabinoids and usages for those cannabinoids. But your body naturally produces over 160 plus different cannabinoids. So you naturally produce the shit that you're smoking. So cannabinoids are non-toxic, period, full stop. So when you're smoking the pure extract form, looking for shit that is 100% total cannabinoids, there's nothing that's going to harm your body or lungs. Yeah, it's going to, change your brain chemistry after long terms of usage. Yes, you can have short-term memory loss with smoking. There's evidence for tons of stuff that can be negative with it, but it's not really like unhealthy.
Right.
If you get what I mean.
Doesn't the choice you take in your wrapping paper that can affect the ash color as well? Like you could have clean product.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I definitely recommend always doing a paper test, right? Like, so for example, this is some of the stuff's paper, and you burn it, and it comes out as nice gray ash. It's not super black. It's not fucking charcoal, That's what you kind of want to look for, is to make sure that your joint paper, like you just take a single piece of paper, light it on fire and see what kind of ash comes off. I mean, if it starts coming off like it looks like there's chemicals in it, well, maybe you probably want to switch papers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hell yeah. I think that answered pretty much all the questions when it comes to white ash. I mean, it is a breakdown obviously of cleaner product. I will say that it is interesting seeing the strength of ash based on
Oh
the
yeah.
color as well. I've had a lot of black ash on the street weed side, and I've only experienced like super super white ash when I had some dispensary weed.
Right.
That was like eggshell white.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. And also a little tidbit to add in. When you're looking at like extracts, seeing like 70% total cannabinoids, for example, that means there is potentially, it doesn't mean it's all contaminants, but there's potentially 30% contaminants in that strain or just that extract. So like I said, if you guys are really concerned about the cleanliness of your lungs and want the cleanest experience, just go for extract and go for like 100% total cannabinoids or something close to that, 80 to 90%. You're still going to be fine.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate you explaining
Oh
that
yeah,
to us
hundred
today.
percent, man.
Little
Like,
tidbit for y'all on that white ash, so when you're smoking and you see it, it's a bit of a bragging right, I think. You got some good shit. And
absolutely.
if you really want to secure that, y'all can roll up with some slap woods, because if you look on my Instagram, you can see there are plenty of white ash moments. And it doesn't really matter what you're throwing in there as far as the product, if it's clean. Because I have moon rock worms in the blunts, and I have still experienced white ash. It's just a little tougher ash to knock, man. I'm feeling this Boston's Bud.
Oh yeah, man. It is always such a nice time coming on these podcasts with you, man. I appreciate it, and I always like sharing the knowledge that I've accumulated because this is something that I find fascinating. I'm somebody that is considered a theologist. Do you know what a theologist is?
Wouldn't that be someone that studies God?
I study religion and mythology. So it's just a fascinating subject because what is it? Learning all different cultures or just religions, specifically ancient religions like or mythologies, I mean, because they're no longer considered religion. Norse mythology, Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology. Super fucking fascinating to me. I did tons of biology fucking classes because that shit was always fascinating to me. Science has always been fascinating to me. And the education of cannabis has always been fascinating.
Hell yeah. That is
Absolutely.
something we got in common. You already know, man. It is Stuart's passion to smoke up, toke up, and give y'all the best that I can. I got my affiliate in the house tonight. Saf, we're off on the show. Let's match. Let's talk about it. A podcast brought to you by yours truly, man. I appreciate you hopping back on, G.
All right. Have a good one, man. Stay lifted and stay blessed.
Fuck with your boy. As soon as I hit this, give it a couple seconds. This shit